All right, shalom, shalom, yasharala. Back at it again with another Lord with an edifying video through the spirit and the power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rachak Warash. Before I go any further, I want to give all honor and all glory and all praises to our Heavenly Father and to His only begotten Son, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rachak Warash. And next up, double honors to our apostles and our elders of Great Millstone, who still go out there in the highways and hedges and feed us with the 100% truth according to the Bible and Heruel. And Shalom, Labakayim, Wabarakim, Shayashivala, which is peace and blessings to the elect of the nation of Israel in the Lashua Kodash, the Hebrew tongue. And pretty much the name of this lesson is going to be on, or called, as I should say, we are the watchmen. We referring to starting off with the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, aka the hopeful elect. You know what I'm saying? We are the watchmen of the house of Israel that Yahweh Shema Shah set up. So this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 62, verse 6. This is the first precept. And it says, I have set watchmen upon thy walls. Right. Now, what does a watchman do? A watchman watch. It's a man that that watches out for things, man. When you put it in a physical aspect. Okay, we always go into the historical aspect of it too. When you go into the ancient world, men were set up on the highest tower to watch everything that goes on. That's why they were put on the highest point of the castle. You see what I'm saying? Because the more higher you are, the more you can see. You see, so the watchman was put at the highest point of the castle to watch out for things, man. Watch for who's coming in and out of the villages. You know what I'm saying? See who's approaching. You know what I mean? So on and so forth. He got the shofar, the ram's horn in his hand, just in case he has to warn the people. So on and so forth. So on and so forth. That's us spiritually. We're watching out for the prophecies, man, and warning our people. This is the book of Isaiah 62, verse 6. I have set watchmen upon thy walls, right, which is the prophets. Oh, Jerusalem. Jerusalem is a people before it's a place, okay? When you read 2 Maccabees 5 and 19, the land was made for the people, okay? So Jerusalem is a people before it's a place, and it's talking about the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, are also the Israelite foreigners, according to the seed of their fathers, right? It says, which shall never hold their peace day nor night. Right, that's why there's constantly videos going up on the internet, man. You see? That's why this devil, Esau, even the so-called white man, beginner of their elites, the international banking families, okay, are passing these wicked, unrighteous decrees of censorship on YouTube, man. You know, you say one little trigger word and they're gonna shut your video down, man. Or what they'll do because they're so petty. That's why was it Isaiah, I believe? It says women are their oppressors and no, children are their oppressors and women will older them. And you can see how Esau eat them nothing but a big old child, man. So here it is. You made a video a couple years back, and this devil gonna bring up the video that you did and punish you for it, man. That's just like to beat them devils in court, man. Something that you did years ago, you probably did when you was a teenager. You a older man now. Now they gonna bring it back up. You know. It says, we shall never hold their peace day nor night. Ye that make mention of the Lord, keep not silence. Right? We ain't keeping our silence, man. Okay, Yahweh Shem Shah put his spirit upon us to go out there in the highways and hedges and prophesy, which means to speak before and to make these videos to edify and to warn the elect of the nation of Israel, and condemn Esau, Edom, the other heathen nations, and 2/3 of our people according to the Bible, man. You see? And it says, verse 7, and give him no rest till he establish and till he make Jerusalem a praise in the earth, right? Till he make Jerusalem, which means city of peace, a praise in the earth, and that's what's gonna happen, man. Underneath Lord Yahweh Shai and King David, you know what I'm saying? the nation of Israel, beginning with the elect, is going to be a praise in the earth, man. You know, by these other heathen nations, you know. So yeah, so we ain't giving them no rest. We ain't giving them no breaks. That's why the Spirit jumped on elder apostles to hard to say daily videos to the best of our abilities. All right. So now let's go to the book of Jeremiah, the 6th chapter and the 17th verse. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 6, verse 7. I have also set watchmen over you. Now, who set watchmen over the nation of Israel? Yahweh Shem Shah, who the word Italy calls God and Jesus Christ, the God of the Bible, right? He said his men, the servants, the prophets, right? And it says, saying, hearken to the sound of the trumpet. What trumpet are we blowing? The Bible, you know? This is what we speak according to. You know, when we cry aloud and spare not, we lift up our voices like trumpets out there in the highways and hedges and show our people their transgression and their sins. We're doing it according to the Bible. And it says that they said, we will not hearken. Right. And they don't have to physically say it. They can just look at us and walk past and just ignore what we're saying according to the Bible, man. You know, they don't consider. You know, that's the worst part. My people do if not know. My people don't even consider, man. You see, which means to carefully think or to carefully meditate on. You know, that's how gone and lost our people are. But guess what? For that is going to be a punishment. You know, from Yahweh Shemel Shai. That's why our people getting taken out left and right by these daggone cops, man. You know, the celebrities of our people are dropping like flies, you know, and they wonder why it's happening because y'all ain't hearkening to the words of the Lord by the prophets, starting off with the head apostles and elders on down. So this is the book of what is it, Ezekiel 37. Let me see. I'll start at verse 7. This is the book of Ezekiel. Matter of fact, I started at the first verse and I'm gonna jump to verse 7. This is the book of Ezekiel 37 verse 1. And the hand of the Lord was upon me and carried me out in the spirit of the Lord, and he sat me down in the midst of the valley which was full of bones. Now this is talking about the nation of Israel of this parable, right? You know, we here in America, you know what I'm saying, the captivity where we lost our nationality underneath this devil, Esau, Edom, you know, and our people don't know who the hell they are, man. You know? Let's see. Verse 2, and he caused me to pass by them round about, and behold, there were very many in the open valley, and lo, they were dry. Right? We didn't have the wisdom and knowledge and understanding, and we didn't know who we were for a period of time, you know, until Yahweh Shema Shah put the spirit on men, starting off with elder high priest David Bivens, all the way down to the elders that taught our apostles, and then the our apostles and elders, you know, to the head of our to the camps, you know what I'm saying, on down to younger brothers such as myself, man, that gave the wisdom and knowledge and understanding from Yahweh Shema Shah through men. I'm gonna go to verse 9, and it says, verse 9, and then he said unto me, prophesy unto the wind, which goes to the wind represents spirit, you know, Rakah, okay, and it says, you can read that in St. John 3 and 8. Prophesy, which means to speak before Son of Man, and say to the wind, right, to the spirit, right, to the spirits, say to everyone, thus saith Yahweh power, come from the four winds, O breath, and breathe upon these slain, that they shall live. Right, now, this is talking about a spiritual aspect. So how are our people going to come out of a dead state of mind? You know, by the word, man. You know, because we were once dead one point in time when we was in the world, you know, by us hearing the scriptures, you know, being broken down the right way, you know, by our elder apostles and elders on down. You see what I'm saying? You know, we was revived, man. That's why the scripture says, for the word of the Lord is quick, you know, which means to live. You know, it's living and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword. This sword, which is this Bible, revived us, man. You know, by Yahweh Shema Shah sending that righteous angel to unlock our understanding of the scriptures and being able to receive it and understand it. And now we're teaching it, you know? So that was pretty much the point on that. So let's go to the book of Habakkuk, right? Let's go to the book of Habakkuk, the second chapter, start at the first verse, and it says, I will stand upon my watch, right? We're watching for the prophecies, right? You know, and it says, and set me upon the tower, and I will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. Right. You see, and it says, and will watch to see what he will say unto me. Right. Speaking of the prophecies, man, the Lord's going to show his servants, the prophets, the prophecies, and the servants, the prophets' duty as watchmen is to warn the people, our people, you know. And also, we're prophets unto these other nations too of their destruction, man, and teaching them their biblical nationality as well. Verse 2. The main point is that 1, but don't go to verse 2. Verse 2, and the Lord answered me and said, write the vision of the prophecies, right? You know, we're making it public, you know, in a book. Habakkuk made it public in the book, and make it plain upon tables, meaning break it down, that he may run that readeth it, right? That he may run that readeth it, that he can understand, comprehend, and then he can teach and bring in more fruit, you know, of the elect of the nation of Israel, okay? You know, so back then, the prophet Habakkuk was writing it in the book, and now we're publishing it, man, which means to proclaim, to speak it in the public, you know, which is the prophecies, okay, that are contained in this book. So, matter of fact, verse 3, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry, right? So, and we're seeing it, man. We're seeing them come to pass day by day as we're reading these news articles, man. You see, so Lord's willing, that was edifying through the Spirit by Yahweh Shem Yahshua. Lord's willing, the next time I say Shalom.